I'm 1 month into developing a rope swinging remake of Cut the Rope, where instead of cutting the ropes, you are the rope. And I'm offering $100 to whoever can blow my mind with amazing, wacky, silly or stupid idea. Wait, so what you're telling me is that to add the best idea I've ever heard for this game, I have to basically delete it and start again?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it would be possible to do this alone, so I've given myself 3 phone-a-friend lifelines. The first amazing idea was in the comments of the last video about adding rockets to the game, where someone commented I should add grappling hooks too. We need a prototype grappling hook to figure out what we want it to do. Although seeming complicated, a grappling hook can be broken into 3 simple parts: finding the target, reaching the target, and then pulling whatever shot the hook to the target. Step 1 is easy. We allow ropes to attach to whatever the nearest rope holder is already when we click. However, grappling hooks aren't actually so easy. I lied, I'm sorry. In all of these examples, they aren't being shot to a specific thing that is allowed to hold a grappling hook. Instead, the grappling hook is basically free to attach to anything it wants. It could have gone here or here or here or anywhere. It doesn't make any difference. We don't want to limit that freedom to just a holder. But this new freedom introduced a game-breaking bug that I couldn't have thought of myself, so I really need some help.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I know we had to work together on Myra, but I need to get a pizza. You know how it is in Italy.
Huge thank you to Mara for sponsoring this video. Let me be honest with you, this tool is amazing. And you're going to see why, because without it, I couldn't have got my help from my phone and friends, and this grappling hook would probably still be breaking my game right now.
Let's say I have a grappling hook without cooldown. What prevents me from just doing this? Beep, beep, and keep shooting against the ceiling?
Oh. And then you can just move along the ceiling.
Exactly.
This breaks everything.
And well, what do you do when someone breaks your entire game? Cheese. No, I'm being deadly serious. If we imagine all the walls in the game as soft cheese, then the grappling hook's going to be able to attach to it because it's nice and easy to get stuck to. Then to avoid this ceiling riding issue, then we just need to add a few objects that grappling hooks absolutely cannot attach to. Maybe a metal ball, or a sheet of metal, or anything metal. Yeah, that's all we could think of, but you get the point. I think this strikes a perfect balance of still having the freedom with the grappling hook, but also it not being completely restricted to only certain very specific points. Opening your game up to infinite possibilities is always a really easy change to make, and pretty much always works without any bugs at all. Another thing we can all agree on is that grappling hooks have to be shot to their destination, none of this instantly appearing nonsense. So for reaching the target, I put the player in slow-mo and quickly animate that movement, which is especially fun for moving targets. Step 3, however, we have ourselves a really interesting problem.
Let's say this is your level, and you have your pin here. Here you have your classic spinny blade. Can there be a puzzle game without a spinny blade? I don't think so.
The way this level is designed is a perfect example of why grappling ropes are completely overpowered. To complete this level with ropes, you have to time everything perfectly to get right in between the saw blades. But if you can just use a grappling hook to hold on to these rope points and get there in a much more controlled way, then what's the point of swinging? The solution is really obvious in hindsight now. We make grappling hooks completely destroy themselves when they've reached the end, so you could never just use them for safety to hang somewhere.
If you got here, you would just go all the way up here.
They will just throw you in whatever direction you click in, and if it hits a saw blade or it's wrong, well then tough luck.
In this case, you might want to release early and then throw a regular rope at the pin.
And although yes, this is kind of annoying for the people that just want to use grappling ropes, we need to have some differences between the ropes. Otherwise, just throw the whole game in the bin.
Ah, that is so cool. That slingshot thing is so cool.
Here's another idea someone left for me, which was adding a fan to the game. And I just have to try this one because this video is literally about adding fans' ideas to my game, and this fan's idea is a fan. In an unbelievable turn of events, the fan also ended up not even being possible to add without the grappling hooks already being in the game before this, which sounds ridiculous, but I promise you it's true, and it will make sense later. I'm not so excited by the fan's fan idea, I accidentally left mine on a little bit too long, and it blew me all the way to Cornwall. My bad. I'm definitely going to need to use another lifeline to save me while I'm just completely stuck here. Luckily for me, Mario's mobile app still works here somehow, and I can get help from another fan in game dev all the way on the other side of the country. But first for the fan, let's add some particle speed to see if it's working correctly. As we increase the fan speed from 0, unfortunately we can see that it definitely does not. I think this is because the game uses softbody physics. Say it with me everybody, softbody physics break everything, woo! If we ban the rotation of player, it goes back to acting as it should. We can also see now that the wind is actually awesome and allows us to clear the gap. However, this fan is actually wrong. Fans don't actually push the same all the time. If you get really close to it, it blows a lot harder. In the game though, we just have this harsh cutoff where on the left you get all of the fan's power, just a centimeter over, you have none of it. But blank, does this really matter? Yes, actually, it does. I don't think you could look at this and think anything is wrong necessarily, but when you see and feel it working correctly, it's a surprisingly obvious improvement for very little effort into changing it. Sometimes the smallest of things can make huge changes. Speaking of small things leading to huge and really hard changes, I noticed that my real fan needs to be turned on before it starts blowing, but the game fan is just blowing all the time. I can definitely imagine some levels where a fan that only blows sometimes would be really cool. So how do we do that? Well, this is where things get hard for the dumbest of reasons again.
I have no idea how to turn the fan on or off.
What are you on about? We use a simple button over here.
You're right, there is a button. Okay.
You're so
I'm
silly.
so sorry, man.
Just use the button.
Okay, how do we hit the button?
So you've added the grappling hooks. Those zoom off to the destination, right?
Yeah. Okay, where are you going with this?
Okay. Steal the code and add a new rope shooter that does the same thing, only this time you aren't carried with it.
That's amazing and sounds an awful lot like a
Rope gun! Now all we need to do is make the fan detect these electrical ropes and toggle its state when it's hit by one.
completely accidentally. If you look at the player when I shoot, it kind of like, I don't know how to describe it.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's such an accidental thing, but it's so awesome. Oh my god, that deforming is not...
I love the rope gun so much that it also allows you to turn rockets on and off with it too. But wait, we've still got one ticket left. That's right, and this time the helper is you. Please leave the best comment you can for an idea for this game, and if you want to win a share of the $100 and collaborate live with me on my road to make this game better, sign up tomorrow today with the link in the description and get in touch, let me know, and I'll add you to the project. And while Mario isn't sponsoring the $100 competition, it's worked out quite nicely because I get to use them in order to run it. So don't hold back, go absolutely crazy with your ideas. I hope you've enjoyed. Happy creativity everyone, I'll see you next time.